Hey everybody, it's Frank. I might even have Dex with me today. We'll see. He was supposed to join me. I'm not sure what happened. He may be having technical issues because he's non-responsive at the moment. So I'm thinking power outage or something like that. I know he's been having issues. But hey everybody, this is PulseWaveTrading.com. I'm live on PulseWave Crypto and the PulseWave YouTube channel and our Facebook page, which I neglect. I really have to go in there every once in a while. We get comments and nice people in Facebook land while I'm still able to. But listen, I was thinking somebody needs to tell Bitcoin that the world's falling apart and the dollar is clearly massively inflating. So inflation is up 5.4%. I heard, I always get things like this in my head and then I regret bringing it up because I don't know the exact quote, but I think it was Cliff High talking about real inflation being huge. Like this 5.4% numbers. Probably pretty generous. So, not big enough. So this is what's going on. But apparently Bitcoin doesn't know. Cryptos don't know. This is your time to shine, cryptos. I actually, I think a lot of people have been expecting that as the dollar dies, we'll see cryptos go with it at times and against it at other times. So we'll see what's going on. But got some mostly crash alerts for you today. We'll look at a couple news stories, and if Dex gets online and is able to join me, I might get a chance to have him comment on a couple of things. But say hello, like and subscribe. Let me know if you can hear me okay and if everything's working well. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our new channel, PulseWave Crypto, where we're covering specifically crypto stuff all the time and doing some cool stuff. So first off, of course, we've got, as we said, this oh, yeah, absolutely. Maybe a little bit of SHIB. In fact, Theta's looking like SHIB. Get it? I have a drum set right next to me. I should just actually do it. But hey, Alex, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Some crypto news. Cosmo, what's it called? I can't remember the Gravity Dex. I was going to say Cosmo Station, but Gravity Dex. Has launched. So I retweeted this. You can check this out on my Twitter. Follow me at Frank Delala if you don't already. But the keynote's pretty interesting. It's short and about just over 5 minutes and talks about some of the functionality and DeFi functionality and different things related to the Gravity Dex running off Cosmos. So been pretty excited. Hey, Silverback. It's good to see you. Oh, I should mention the tiny chin in the room. Every time, whenever I grow an enormous beard, at some point, way into it, I try to trim it and something goes wrong and I end up looking like a 14-year-old girl with a diminutive chin. And my son is particularly disturbed by this, by the way. He just couldn't handle it. So he was like, "You're growing it back, right? You're growing it back." It's like, he's like, "I don't want to have two mommies. Please, Dad, get your beard back." So I'm working on it, folks. Don't make fun of me. I'm sore. I live in New York. This is Rochester. You know, I like the idea of not living near Chicago. It gives me some solace every morning while I see the world burn. But this news just kind of bugged me. I mean, I'm nowhere near Rochester, but I'm a few hours from there, but like 4 hours from there. But Rochester, New York outpaces Chicago in murder rate as local officials embrace police intervention. Good job, local officials. You know, if they're having to say that they're embracing local police intervention, it means that they weren't all along. So one more. Oh, my man's here.
Yo, sorry, man.
Hey, no problem. We're live. No problem, buddy. I'm live. So welcome to YouTube, my man. Welcome to PulseWave Crypto, PulseWave Trading. How you doing, buddy?
Ah, man, doing great, man. It's been busy. What's up? What's up with you? What's looking good, man? What's up?
I was just telling people, I take solace in not living in Chicago. It's one of the things that I wake up every morning and I say, I'm not in Chicago, and I feel good. But then, this is getting close now. This is only about 3-4 hours away, Rochester. So just outpaces Chicago in murder rate as local officials embrace police intervention. So absolutely insane. Covering one more. I got to cover one more. This is a retweet from Cassandra Fairbanks. Dr. Fauci, quote, "Unvaccinated children of a certain age greater than 2 years old should be wearing masks, no doubt about it." That's our Fauci quote for today, everybody.
Wow.
I couldn't be more diabolical as far as I'm concerned. So,
yes, a lot can be said about him.
Absolutely. I'm gonna put my Twitter in the comments. Anybody who wants to follow me. But Dex, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, man. I was running around. I was trying to hurry up and get back in time, and I was running late.
No
So my bad.
Well, I know you don't need any time to look at a chart. So I'm going to pull up. We have mostly crash alerts. We're just getting to that portion. Folks, if you want to get our rally crash alerts as well as our buy triggers, our sell triggers, if you want to short something, go to pulsewavetrading.com. And in fact, right now, offer code, I'm going to put it in the comments, offer code bullish, which I am always bullish long term. I'm always bullish long term. Offer code bullish, you can get $100 off a pro subscription, not just this month, but every month, $99. So that's the lowest price we've ever offered on pro. We only did that once before, and it was because of the Rona. So we're doing it again. We're in Rona summer right now, or whatever they're going to do to us right now. The summer of revolution, it looks like. So offer code bullish. Just go ahead in there. If you're already a customer, or you have an old account or a free account, log in, go to the pricing page. Type in bullish. This only works for a pro account. Is the only one on sale, and you'll get $100 off. So, all right, Dex. I've got BTC. This is the daily chart up on the screen. You can see what it's doing. We've got a crash alert on that. What are your thoughts? We've got inflation news. I know, the logical side of me says, oh, good. Inflation news means good crypto news, but the market doesn't always react right away. Do you think we're going to see the return of the bull market with all of this inflation talk, or what's your gut on Bitcoin and crypto market in general?
Well, to be quite honest with you, as you know, I am an algo man first. So regardless of all the fundamental analysis, I look at what the algo charts are telling me. That's my first thing I look at. Then, of course, I pull up the algo chart so that the people out there in the audience can track along to what I'm seeing, what I'm looking at. So, with that being said, if you remember last night's end of day report, we looked at the Bitcoin, and I showed you how the market dynamics have not changed, and that's in over several decades. Markets like to trade within certain price ranges. And I showed everyone what the date of the price range was and specifically what it was in the Bitcoin. And that's what you've been seeing what the market's been doing. Regardless of the up and down daily swings, it's been respecting the range.
Right.
So until we get a breakout from this protected range, I'm going to say that I expect it to continue moving sideways for the foreseeable future.
Okay.
And markets can move sideways like this for extended periods of time. And I mean extended periods of time.
Yeah. I'm seeing people say 6 months maybe we'll be in a bear market with this. Are you?
No, I don't know. No. See, I ain't saying nothing about a bear market.
That's what I was going to ask you. Do you consider this a bear market yet?
Yeah, we're definitely in a bear market on the Bitcoin. That is for sure. That can't be debated. But saying that we're going to stay in one for the next 6 months, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Just based on what we know about the price action today and what it's doing now, this is not what you normally would see in a bullish or bearish environment.
Right.
What you're seeing is a consolidation within a bearish environment. That can signal a bottom. It doesn't have to signal a top. It can signal a bottom. And normally when you have these extended moves like this, where it's just moving sideways like that, you get these crazy moves. And normally we know about Bitcoin, it's probably going to be to the upside, and it could be rather explosive.
Yeah.
Now, there are two reasons for that. Number one, because of the dynamic of how Bitcoin normally moves and operates. The second reason is because normally when you have these type of market dynamics, you got all this negative news coming out of China, the U.S., the central banks are really trying to crack down on the whole crypto space. It creates volatility. So we're getting to the seasonal time also of the year when markets tend to pick a direction and stick with it. we're coming up on that crossroads now. We're like 2 weeks away on exactly July the 31st. That will be the end of this current cycle and the beginning of the new cycle. July 31st, mark my words, mark it down. That will be the end of this current cycle, and the market will begin to choose a direction, and that will be either up or down. But based on what I've been seeing, it's going to be up. So, yeah, and in bear markets, you tend to have violent rallies off of the bear market lows. So just FYI on that. But if you flip it around, bull markets have violent, crashes also. So bull markets are prone to violent crashes. Bear markets are prone to violent rallies. So just remember what you're dealing with. You're talking about Bitcoin. It's going to take a while for it to mature. If you really want to be technical, you can really say that it took more than a decade for Globex in Chicago to become mature. All right. So it didn't get there overnight. It took until, the 20 teens. If you want to be really, technical about it, it took the 20 teens, because from 99 up until 2010, that was the volatility period. And it ended with the flash crash on May the 6th of 2010. That was kind of like an anniversary, if you will, or a signal that the market was now ready and that all the systems were in place and ready for the market to move. And then that's when you had the flash crash. And then since the flash crash, we've crashed up. I've been talking about it in the end of day reports. The NASDAQ 100 has moved 300% since the tech bubble in 2000. 300%. It topped out at 5,000 back in 2000. And then here we are 21 years later, and we have ourselves a market that is trading at almost 300%, 3 times the amount it was during the tech bubble. So if 99 and 2000 was the tech bubble, everyone unanimously agreed that the stock market was in the biggest bubble in history. If that was true in 2000, then what do we call today? What do we call today's market? And that's the real question. If 2000 was a bubble, what's today? And we're 3 times the size of 2000, which means 3 times more money printing, 3 times the inflated PE ratios, 3 times. Whatever the chaos was in 2000, we are 300% worse than that. And another little tidbit for you. And I was talking to the family about this. We talked about this yesterday. I don't know if everyone noticed this or not, if they were aware of it. But you know how we've been having to talk about the stimulus checks and of course, in the back of everybody's mind, the likelihood of a universal basic income on the back of it. Well, if you think about it, ladies and gentlemen, the U.S. does have a short memory. This is not the first time we have received stimulus checks. The first time we received stimulus checks was under Bush. Bush sent out money to everybody.
I remember that.
All right. Now that was more than a decade ago.
Yeah, 300. It was way more. It was almost 20 years ago. It was like $300. Yeah, $300. I was gonna say, yeah. I remember
$300. Now look at what they're talking about doing now. See what I'm saying? Add the multiples up.
Well, tomorrow
3 times.
We're going out for the first time tomorrow. In July 15th, the family checks are going out for people under a certain income.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, no. The UBI is really here. It's part of his 1.9. his $1.9 trillion bill. He wrote the bill. It's part of that. Yeah, on the 15th, families under a certain income level are all going to get $250 per kid. I think it is.
So let me sure I'm tracking you. You're saying tomorrow, July 15th.
Yes.
The Fed is mailing out checks to everyone in a certain economic demographic. They're going to pay $300 per kid.
$250. Oh, sorry, I hit a wrong button.
$250 per kid. Okay.
$50 per kid, and it's I don't know if you got the last stimulus check, you're going to get this one. I think it's a little more stringent than the requirements for the last one. But the way they did it is, I think they put the first half of it into your tax return, and then starting July, you get it monthly. So,
whoa, monthly?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure, but I know we're getting it. They're going out tomorrow, the 15th.
But all right, see, here's the thing I don't get.
It basically is UBI.
But here's the thing I don't get. Now, you guys can help me. Maybe I'm a little slow, so maybe y'all can help me understand. Okay, so according to The Economist, according to the White House, according to the Democrats, according to the Republicans, according to the talking heads in the media, we are already well into economic recovery. According to the media, we have millions upon millions of job listings and openings that they can't even fill, I guess because everyone's employed, right?
It's unbelievable.
So
I mean,
why are you sending out checks?
Even our business, where we have people who are trading, people who are very sharp, I start to notice when we get close to a stimulus check time that more payments are failing, frankly.
Wow.
People are on the edge. And I've noticed that when we get around the time where we're a few weeks away from one of these big stimulus checks, or they're debating a stimulus check, it's right around the time when I start to see more and more failed payments. People are just struggling. And yeah, it's interesting. That's obviously extremely anecdotal from a small company, but I notice stuff.
Yeah, I mean, but it's funny that you mentioned that, because that's what's happening. People are having to make, ridiculous decisions. Like, okay, do I feed myself today, or do I put my money on the new PlayStation 5?
Mm-hmm.
But that's what people are forced with today. It's like this. There's so many. I mean, we could talk for hours about what's been going on. That's why I haven't been able to do the morning show like I used to. I had to take a break because there's so much happening and going on, but it's not anything necessarily market related. The markets technically have been boring. Yeah, because it's just sideways movement. They've been boring. Nothing's happening. Nothing's popping up.
Silverback Gorilla saying 300 per kid under 6 and 250 for kids between 6 and 17. So yeah,
wow.
Yeah, I knew I had heard that 300 number somewhere. Yeah,
that's crazy, man.
Before we lose track, I did get a request, and these two have been heavy in the crypto news. This is Theta and its utility token T-Fuel. This is one that I cover a lot. This is a big one for me personally, in terms of it being my favorite.
It's my Theta, right?
Theta, yeah. So Theta's been getting killed. The word on the street is Binance is unloading it right now. Binance is one of their big holders of Theta, and they're unloading it. And at least that's the rumor. So this is actually T-Fuel and Tether, which is at 29 cents right now. I mean, I don't need you to say much. They're pretty much the same as everything else, except maybe a little worse. Right. This is Theta right now. It's at $5.12. It's been having a rough couple months, as you can see. This is the daily chart. Any special thoughts on that, or basically same as Bitcoin right now?
It's in a very mature, locked-in bear market.
Okay.
So rallies are being sold. Every rally you see is going to get sold off in the Theta. If you can't short the Theta, then you're just basically in cash.
Mm-hmm.
How low can it go? It can go quite low. Markets tend to go lower than you think, and they can go higher than you think. So in a situation like this, it's just going to keep falling until the bear trend is over, till it finds a bottom. I have nowhere to tell you where that bottom is. However, currently, we are still a long way off of the support. If the support takes out, then we could go
Down
to
here.
very ridiculous levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, you've already given
I
back a
actually,
majority of the rally.
yeah, I actually this morning I was thinking, should I sell some silver and buy more Theta? And I was thinking if we see it keep tanking down to here in the like $2 to $3 area, and it would be really hard for me to hold on to. I mean, I'm not talking all my silver. I'm talking a little chunk because it's just irresistible. I mean, my God, because there's so much promising happening in the company. Not financial advice, but
Well, I'm going to say this.
it's hard. But silver, who knows? Silver could be crazy any second now. So I'm not,
If you want to play the long game,
yeah.
and so right now I'm speaking to the investors, people who own the Theta and have no intention on ever selling the Theta. You're buy and hold people. That's all you care about is when is going to be the next time or next good time for me to buy the Theta. It looks really delicious at these low levels. When is the next opportunity coming? So I'm talking to you guys because you're the ones that are looking to know when should I get back and start buying some more? Should I buy now? The answer is no, you should not buy now. And there's a reason for that. All right. There's a reason why, I made the PulseWave system the way I made it. And it's like that for a real reason. And you would do well to remember it. The reason why we do this is because there's these opportune times that come in the markets that let you know, and they're very significant to tell you when you should be getting long or getting short in the market. We have a thing called the weekly price triggers. If you look at the weekly price triggers, it will tell you when it's time to take money off the table. If you're long, take some profit, and it'll tell you when you should accumulate more position size. Would you like to know the secret of how that works? Well, let me tell you, it's really quite simple. You know when to take profit when this happens. If the weekly buy trigger is violated, then you need to start accumulating. And you continue to accumulate whenever the next weekly trigger. Every weekly trigger that is violated, you add more to your position. When should you be selling something or shorting something or staying out of long positions in something? It's when the weekly sell trigger gets violated. If you're a person who has the ability to short, you keep shorting and adding to those shorts, all right? Every time the weekly sell trigger is violated. It's really that simple. That's for you long-term individuals who are not looking at the market necessarily every day. You're not dailies. You just want to know when do I accumulate, because I'm a buy and hold person. I just want to know when to accumulate. The pulse waves will let you know that, and the pulse waves have it down to a literally a specific price, because it's not about time, it's about price, and it lets you know when you should be doing that. It's really a simple strategy. I can't stress how simple it is enough. If you just look at it, you'll see it. It's not hard. So Theta right now, it's not time to accumulate Theta at the moment. The shorts have the market on lock.
Right.
There will be time to get long Theta, and the system will tell you that. All you got to do is watch that weekly sell trigger. If it's hit, if it's taken out, you're long. You're in the market, and you're going to start adding positions every time that weekly trigger is taken out. It's really simple. I can't stress anything easier than that.
Excellent. This is a question, Carl Shipley. What do you think about Theta Drop NFTs? Talking about some of the stuff that's being sold on Theta Drop. I think it's cool. I think it's great for Theta. I personally haven't really looked at them as anything that I want to buy yet, but I understand that some people have actually made money flipping them already. So, but I haven't explored that, believe it or not. For all my Theta enthusiasm, I've been. I was just thinking the other day, I really have to start digging into this and how the Theta Drop works and stuff. But Very cool. Let's see what goes on with it. Let's look at one more chart, and then we'll call it a day, unless somebody has a request. This one is ADA. Not much difference there. It's not as bad as Theta. This is ADA. This is Cardano. Anything to say about that, Dex?
It's looking kind of like the Bitcoin chart, to be quite honest with you. It's trading within a respected zone. You see that bearish pointer on your left? Right there. No, go back over to your left. Right there, that one right there. Yep. That is the zone that the market is respecting, and it's trading within that range and has been doing so for quite some time.
Right.
Yep, that is your range right now. And then your secondary range is you see that the bearish pointer right here next to the closest one on your right?
Oh, sorry, I was on the wrong screen. This one?
Yep. All right, go up. The bar right behind that. That's your trading zone. That bar right there. That's your trading zone, and that's what the market is respecting. It's trading within that bar, not the bearish pointer bar, the bar before the bearish pointer.
Oh, just
that is the range. Yes.
Oh,
that is your trading range. Look at your price action.
Why is that the range and not the bar? Is it because the bar takes out the old bar? Why is it that one?
It's a market dynamic. It's just a market dynamic. I don't have the answer for you. I can just tell you what the rules of the markets are and point these things out.
Yep. Okay. Question from Paul Palladino. Let me put this up for you. Did Dex say if price rises above weekly sell trigger, then it's a bullish indicator, and then rises above weekly buy trigger, it's definite bullish? Can you clarify, Dex? I don't remember.
No, I said if the price drops below the weekly sell trigger, you're in a bear market, and you should be shorting or staying in cash or getting out of long positions. If the market rises above the weekly sell trigger, then you're in a bullish market, and you should be buying and getting out of shorts.
You said above the weekly sell trigger? Did you mean?
No, above the weekly buy trigger. If prices are above the weekly buy trigger, you're in a bullish environment. Okay. You should be buying and getting out of short positions. If the market falls below the weekly sell trigger, then you should be shorting or closing out long positions or staying in cash.
All right, sounds good. All right, thanks for the clarification. Okay, let me pull this up just so people can see it. Just give me 1 second. We are on sale right now. Go to PulseWaveTrading.com. And I can't bring it up. My credit card info is on the screen. Hold on, I'll do a screenshot. If you go over to PulseWave Trading, and sorry, I just wanted to bring this up. So here you go. So our PulseWave Pro, usually $199 a month, is currently on sale. Code is bullish. And you'll see when you go to checkout, you'll have an opportunity right here. You just click on that, put in the code bullish. I think it's a capital B, but I don't even think it has to be. And then click apply. You have to click apply, and it'll show you that you're getting $100 off every month from now on. So make sure you take advantage of that. We've got it going for, I think I have it until August 12th. So check that out and get in it. I think we're going to see some crazy things with cryptos this summer, so it's a great time to get involved. Dex, I'm going to try to talk you into a show Friday. You think you could pull one off?
I think I can.
All right, cool. We might be back Friday, but I might even make it private. Either way, we'll let you folks know what we're doing and how to get involved with it. All right, thanks so much for watching, everybody. It has been a pleasure. PulseWaveTrading.com here with Dex, the Algo Capitalist. Dex, thanks for joining me, man. I know you ran in the door just to get all this done. Appreciate it.
Had to, man. We do this for the love of the game, man. We love the markets. We love the people.
Indeed. All right, we're over now. Thanks, everybody.